Hello, New Covenant Community Church. In Acts chapter 18, verses 1 through 3, we saw Paul continue on his second missionary journey. He left Athens and went to Corinth, and we see a repetition of much of what we've seen in the previous chapters. Paul and his companions continue reasoning the gospel, teaching and testifying with the message that Jesus is the Christ, but they face opposition. The world continues to revile is the language that's used, both the gospel message and the messengers. But God is working through Paul and through the companions that he has, like Priscilla and Aquila, like Silas, like Timothy and Luke and others, in order to preach the gospel in a persuasive way to those who do not hear it. And that's what we saw. And we focused on our applicational point of that we're in the midst of this. Paul could have been discouraged as he's sharing, but God told him, don't be silent. Wait, continue to preach the gospel, and that God is going to see this through in the end, that he has many people in this city. Paul spent 18 months in Corinth preaching the word of God, occupying himself with the word of God. Then he left there. He ended up going back towards Antioch, and then once he got to Antioch, he continued into Asia Minor and started strengthening the churches there. Really what we saw here was the two main parts of the Great Commission: to go and make disciples of all nations, so sharing the gospel, evangelizing, and then teaching them to observe all that I command to you. He's strengthening or equipping the disciples in order to be strong in their faith. And that's what we're called to do. We're called to do those two things. First, to share the gospel. And we gave a couple of challenges during the service, and I say we because I did, and then Gary did in the benediction, to share the gospel with the people around you. Please just be in prayer for them. Share the gospel with somebody at work, or somebody in your family, or somebody who's your friend, or somebody that you just encounter regularly. Be praying that God would soften their heart. And then also just be in relationships with other people in the church. Strengthen their trust and their love in Jesus Christ through your fellowship. And I pray that we are able to do that as a church, not only today, not only this week, but this month, this year, and that we will see the gospel go out from us in Chandler and beyond.